Network. Welcome to the NHL Lowdown, and welcome to another Stanley Cup Game 4 recap with hockey champion. Yes, hockey champion Taylor Woods. You see the scroll on the bottom. 3-2, Game 5 on Tuesday. Vegas leading 3 games to 1, and hopefully we'll be joined by a lot of people. If we're not, it's just me, President Province of Canada, and Taylor Woods. All right, so Game 4, first half, 3-0 Vegas, and home and cooled out, right? We're thinking 3-0, they're not going to blow that lead. Then it's 3-1. Then it's 3-2. The last 2 minutes, very, very nail biting if you're a Vegas fan, but they come through. And let me tell you, at the end, Kachuk gets away with murder, high sticking and like stabbing everybody. What do you think, Taylor?
Um, you know what? Like, yeah, it was 3-0, and everyone's like, "Oh, Vegas is gonna like win this thing." Florida just didn't get it off to a good start. Yes, you know what? It was really good hockey and everything, but like Vegas had the edge coming through, and then it wasn't until like that pinball goal, um, that it sort of gave them life. And Kachuk, even at the start, it's like people were saying, "Okay, he's injured. He's injured. Okay, watch how he shoots." So maybe that's the only thing that he could do. And it's towards the end of the game, like in his mind, he's probably like, "Okay, it's going 3-1. We're going back there. I gotta even just stir the pot a little bit." And you know what? Like that's fine. That's playoff hockey. You want to show like even though it's like 0-0, like sorry, the clock showed zeros.
Yeah.
Um, you just want to make sure that it's like, hey, you know what, I want you in my head, or like I want to put thoughts that we're coming back game in and game out, and every single minute it's going to be a grind. So that's sort of what he was doing, and you know what, I don't mind that. That's playoff hockey.
All right. From the other side, Vegas now leading 3 games to 1. They could capture the Stanley Cup in Vegas on Tuesday. Uh, First of all, Vegas at the best of time is a party town. Like they say, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Well, Tuesday, it's going to happen in Vegas, and it's not going to stay in Vegas because the Stanley Cup has been all over the world, but Vegas. Now I want to. I'm going to endeavor. Taylor. I'm the president of provinces Canada, but I'm going to endeavor to get this talk to the Stanley Cup after. Hopefully, it has partied all the time in Vegas. Interesting, interesting. What the Stanley Cup would say. Do you think Tuesday the series is done?
Yeah, I think the series is done. You know what, every single game Vegas had um some sort of stats up on Florida, like, and it's been bar none. Like, they're the better team. They look like they're the better team. Even if Florida does pull a magic out of their hat and have some sort of pushback, I just think Florida just has so much confidence right now that it's gonna end on Game 5.
So let's look back at game 4 here. Why do you think I'm not gonna say they played wall, I'm gonna say this. It looked like a Maple Leaf game for the first 2 periods. It's a Stanley Cup game, and Florida didn't have they started off late. If they came what they showed in the third period, Florida would win this game.
Yeah,
They
and I think they're playing too much X's and O's, and they know it's like, okay, like in game 1, I think that's sort of like the key thing. It's like they had 10 days off. They came in flat, and they got in their heads. It's like, okay, we need to go to the whiteboard. Okay, what can we do, right? And then they're playing with their, if you want to call it antics, but I think it's just playoff hockey, right? They like to get inside people's heads. They play a little bit rougher, and then the media picked up on that because there was nothing else to talk about in Florida, besides their rough and tough and just misconducts, and that sort of went into game 2 with their misconducts, and that was just the big talk. It sort of overshadowed everything. But yeah, I think it's just they're in their head about their tactics. They have the right tactics going through. Um, they just need that little bit more finesse. Like, okay, they're getting shots from the point. Uh, they're building the traffic from the boards coming in, which is what they need to do. But they just need finish. Um, and they just need more shots on net. I think a big stat was Vegas blocking like 30 plus shots. Um, that's what you got to do. So they just got to get out of their head. Now they're in a free flow state where it doesn't really matter if they win, well, if they lose, but it's their backs are against the wall. So it's just they're going to go out there and play.
All right, so looking forward to Tuesday, and like you say, I think it's over too. But so Vegas wins. Who would you give the Conn Smythe to? Do you give it to Marcia Show? Do you give it to the goalie Hill there? Because Marshall Show has been amazing for Vegas also, but Hill has the. Where does this guy come from? Aiden Hill. All right, he didn't even start, and I like this goalie. Forget about how he stops the shots and all that. Did you see at the end of the game? He's throwing punches at Kachuk and
Oh,
all these
yeah.
other Florida guys. He doesn't take crap from anything.
He doesn't. He has a character too. He's like leaning on his posts and stuff. He just sort of just likes to be in his zone, I guess, and just sort of be just a little bit lighter. And you know what? He's backing with the team, and I think there's a big thing over watching the games how Jonathan Quick has been a huge part of just that tandem and sort of the fight during like just the compete level during practices. So, yeah, I would say Marshall Show at the end of the day is going to get the Conn Smythe. You know what? He's been lights out ever since after round one, and just scoring key goals and just contributing to that big time offense. Even though Aiden Hill, you know what, like he comes in and he plays, but like could Vegas win with another goalie? Maybe. But you can't doubt his performance. He's been really good for them.
So far, from what I know, okay, I didn't study the whole team or whatever. Did you know if they win the Stanley Cup, they're going to have two, three-time Stanley Cup champions on the team? Do you know who they are?
Wow. Petrangelo, I think would be one. No?
Well, Petrangelo won in St. Louis, only
Yeah.
one.
Oh, wow. So they do have a lot of caliber up
You
there, but
mentioned
I
one of
don't.
them.
So Marshall?
No, quick,
No, quick. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. With
quick,
LA and then who?
and hot dog eating himself,
Oh,
Phil
Phil
Kessel.
Kessel that hasn't even stepped
Yeah,
on the ice
well,
yet.
I don't. The guy's a three-time Stanley Cup champion.
Yeah.
Probably on Tuesday. Okay, Jonathan Quick. First two Stanley Cups and all that. But name other teams. Three, and they haven't hit the ice at all.
Yeah.
Three times Stanley Cup, and you got to give it for everything that everybody makes fun of Phil Kessel or whatever. He's a three-time Stanley, gonna be hopefully a three-time
Yeah.
Stanley Cup champion. It's like unbelievable. And like Elliot Freeman said today, I don't know if you heard it, 2024, 2024, the draft is going to be in Vegas.
Yeah.
How do you like to be in Vegas in mid June or late June for the draft also?
Well, and everyone's just going to be down there and have a party and stuff like that. So that'd be huge. I think, yeah, just the roll off of, hey, it's their championship. We're calling it soon. But yeah, I think it's a huge thing for them. Just establishing themselves a little bit more within just the hockey community and the NHL. But yeah, going back to it, it has a little bit of Texas Ranger vibes in terms of their salary cap. But uh, hey, they're able to get things done until things are a little bit
Clean.
more regulated in terms of rules. But hey, congratulations to Kessel and
Well,
all
not
the
congratulations yet.
champions.
Hopefully.
Not yet, but it's pretty much they have 3 games. So.
All right. So I just want to take it away from hockey. It looks like you're in a hotel room or anything. What's your schedule like for strong man, strong woman competition?
I'm actually at my home. I'm traveling to Denver on Thursday. I compete in U64 Pro Strongman League title on Sunday and sorry Saturday, and that's actually going to be on ESPN. So,
Oh
um,
wow!
yeah,
All
for
right.
all the
So
people in
hold
the
on. You
states.
said you're going to travel to Denver on Thursday.
Hmm.
If the Denver Nuggets capture the NBA title on Monday, their celebration will be on Thursday.
Oh wow. Okay.
So, are you going to go there and take a picture with the Larry OB?
Maybe I'll just sort of go
No,
by
no,
and
you gotta go there and say you're a reigning, defending PHF champion. You're home of the champ. With the Denver Nuggets has a Canadian on the team, Jamal Murray from Kitchener.
Yep. Yep.
So let's see if we could hook that up. But all right. So, and what are you gonna do next Sunday on ESPN? How many pounds is that?
Sorry, it's Saturday and there's 5
Saturday.
events. There's a max log, so I'm hoping to hit at least 210 on that, maybe 220. Challenger world record there. Deadlift for reps at 415, and then we're lifting stones at the end. So if anyone knows, strongman stones are just classic strongman event.
All right. So quickly, all these guys did not show up. I know Marty told me, and Billy. They're at a baseball game. They do the East York Bulldogs there. We were supposed to be joined by Norm, but he's finishing off work. If we go longer, he will be there, but we're not going to go longer. All right, because Taylor needs her rest. All right. Again, in Game 4, the Vegas Golden Knights defeat the Florida Panthers by a score of 3-2. Game 5 happens on Tuesday. That's June 13th, 8 p.m. from Vegas. And Vegas is going to be partying. They think about the Stanley Cups in the house. Think
Yeah,
about who they're going to have singing the national
so
anthem.
many people.
Celine Dion's going to be there. They're going to be celebrating with Drake. They're going to be whoever's going to be there. It's going to be a party like no other. The Stanley Cup in Vegas. Can you believe that? In middle of June. So it's
Hopefully,
maybe
it just doesn't
200.
get broken.
Yeah, well, that's it because I remember Ovechkin dented it a couple years ago and all that, but should be interesting to see. And kudos. I know Florida. We all say, Vegas going to win, but I know Florida is going to give it their all. Their backs against the wall, every cliche in the book, and too bad for two Florida teams. Florida Panthers in hockey and the Miami Heat. Both are down 3-1, and both to save their season have to go on the road and to come up with their biggest win of the year. Monday, NBA Finals. Tuesday, Stanley Cup Finals, and we'll be all over for both. Taylor, you want to do an NBA Final update or no?
We could.
All right. No, I'm not going to call you for double shifting. All right, and double shifting. You already double shift with the strongman competition, so it's like a triple shift. But Taylor will be back here Tuesday night to recap the Stanley Cup handed over to, and you know who the captain of Vegas is. Okay, so figure this out. The Kachuk brother, one who plays Brady Kachuk, plays in Ottawa. All right, he's getting married.
Yep.
Okay, so his brother is like a best man. Mark Stone is the other best man. In a week's time, they hate each other. They're gonna shake hands. I'll see you in Ottawa for the marriage.
Yep.
Bye. And he should show up with the Stanley Cup to the wedding. Put it
Oh,
that way. How
that'd
how
be
would
so
that
bad.
show up?
That'd
How
be so bad. I would punch him out if I was that other person. So,
and speak about the cup, Isabel Cup. When do you have it in your possession?
I get it July 11th to the 15th.
4 days. Wow.
Okay, and then a little bit of a secret. I'm actually going home to Manitoba, so I will have it on the 16th to the 18th back in Manitoba.
Wait a minute, you're gonna have it a week, and you're not gonna show the president of provinces of Canada.
Hey, sometime between the 11th and 15th, if you could just make a date and have a
And I'm not
celebration.
going to Beansville, all right? I'm not going to Beansville. Marty and Billy, they're not even going there. Maybe you got to trek to Toronto, and then we'll show it
Mm.
in there. But are you excited holding the Isabel Cup?
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. So
All right, that's Isabel Cup champion Taylor Woods. Taylor, tell everybody how they could get a hold of you.
yeah, I'm on Twitter at Tay_storm and on Instagram at TWoodsTraining.
Stay tuned for more great programming. Again, Monday, we'll be back for the NBA Finals preview and review. And Tuesday, Digit will do the preview. Taylor will do the recap. Hopefully, we have a Stanley Cup in Vegas. Thanks a lot, Taylor.